Hello everyone, once again, and welcome back to Packs and Recreation. And today we're going to open a box of Maze of Millennia, which I had to do multiple takes of because I keep reading Maze of the Millennia, and it's not. It's only box of Millennia. Or Millennia. It depends on whether you want to say it right or wrong. Now, this box. You know me by now, you know how this works. If it says Millennia or it shows one of the classic boys in the box, I have to go after it. And it's part of the 25th anniversary. 7 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. Now, English edition, first edition. Very poor cardboard quality here, but hey, the important thing are the boosters, and these are very thin boosters. So let's see. Let's go back to our YuGiOh origins. It's time to duel. Can I do this properly? Let's see. Me, let's go to the YuGiOh origins. Also me, first card, a Pendulum Summon. Mage Spectre Toad or Gamma. Okay. Let's put these things here, I guess. Baphomet. Now this is OG. Let's go. What a shitty monster, but hey. Still cool. Salamandra with chain. Ooh, okay. This is also from my time. Like Kunai with chain and all that. Let's put this one here, I guess. I don't know. Full armored Crystal Zero Lancer, which is very cool. Synchro, which I guess is like Fuse, but for synchro monsters. So I'm not that rustic. Let's see. Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm. Okay, another Pendulum monster, not bad. And the last one is a Synchro monster, Earthbound Servant Geogriffon. Okay, not bad. And in foil. Everything foil? Yeah, everything foil, not reverse foil. Cool. Next. So these packs are smaller, but they do come with a punch. So let's see. Altergeist Prime Banshee. Okay. One thing that I always love about YuGiOh is the names, man. The names are freaking crazy. Fighting Flame Dragon. Fusioning one Dragon monster and one Fire Warrior monster. It's cool because back in my day... Oh, Chimera. The Flying Mythical Beast. Back in my day with the cool kits, what usually happened is that you needed a specific summon materials like this one. Gazelle, the King of the Mythical Beast, and Baphomet. And, you know, it was like a very specific cost for something that is not that good. So nowadays, you got it easier. Contain plus XYZ and Synchro are just, you know, it's just easier ways to do fusions, I guess. Earthbound Servant, Geo Gremlin. Okay, cool. Altergeist Marionetter. Or Marionetter. And Ashoka Pillar, which is just a pilar. If this card is summoned, you can add one equipped spell from your deck to your hand. Then if this card is in attack position, change it to defense position. You can only use the effect of Ashoka Pillar once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effects, take 2000 damage. God damn. Okay. Obviously, I read it carefully just because of the Star Wars reference there, but Earthbound Servant Geokraken, or Geokraken, because it's Geo from Geo, you know what I mean. Altergeist Melusek. Gazelle, the King of the Mythical Beast. There you go, we have all the ingredients here, and likely the only normal monster we're going to get in the entire video. Full Armored Black Ray Lancer. Okay. Jet Synchron, cool. Supreme King Gate 0 and Clawless Chaos King of Dark World. Someone missed the Dark World, but okay. God damn, some of these are very cool, but are so difficult to figure out what's up in there. I never stopped liking YuGiOh because I'm a weeb, and therefore, you know, it is what it is. But like some cards are just so Doppelwater, cool. Some cards are just so difficult to read, man. Like so much text. I don't know if I am old or something. Reinforce, contain. I like that those little quirks, like the exclamation symbol or the exclamation mark being smaller than the actual text. 100 eyes dragon. There you go. Like you wanted blue eyes? What about 100? One dark Turner monster and one non-Turner Fiend monster. Altergeist Silquitius and an ancient chain in gold foil. Oh, okay. Well, not gold foil, but foil and has a gold name. I don't know. That's another thing that you can tell I'm very old with YuGi, because I don't know all the names of all the variants for foil. It's like, oh, this is foil. It's like, nope, that's actually Supreme Dark Foil Super Duper. And I'm like, sure. Salamandra Fusion. Cool. You can tell that Joey is all over the place here. Magic Spectre Crow Yatta, which the famous Yatta lock. Totem Pole in Secret Rare or something. I don't know. Earthbound Geoglyph. Earthbound Greater Line Walker. And Arcana Force 15th, The Fiend. In full foil. Look at that bad boy right there. Man, 25 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are we old? Mage Spectre Cyclone, Horned Saurus. Yep, Catoptera plus one dinosaur or dragon. Ring Announcer. Well, one thing we have to say, and is that when the fusion requires you to have specific things, the payment needs to be as good, but it also feels different, right? Like when the fusion is just like the cards that you have. It's like, oh man, now you're going to get it. Which is the way that sometimes it felt in the anime, right? In the anime, it was like, oh, if I fuse these two monsters, and you're like, oh yeah, baby, let's go. And it generated this very specific creature. Like if you fuse Gaia the First Night with Curse of Dragon, it gave you the Gaia, what's the name of it? The Gaia the Curse of Dragon, or Curse of Dragon the First Night? I don't know. The fusion of the two guys. And man, the whole thing about, it's like, oh yeah, because if you fuse a dragon and a knight, it becomes a knight riding a dragon. It makes sense. And like, but in the actual card game, it's not that specific, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is, right? Like, imagine if you could fuse any card with anything just because you're using polymerization, and visually it had to make sense. Gazelle, King of the Mystical Beast. I know that this thing is only here. Both Gazelle, Baphomet, and the fusion are only here for me and my old man rants and being like, oh, in my day Yu-Gi-Oh was cooler because we had normal monsters. And normal monsters are actually cooler. Millennium Revelation, Satellite Synchron, Magic Spectre Toad Ogama, and Salamandra, the Flying Flame Dragon. Now, this is the thing you fuse with everything so far, apparently. When this card is equipped to Flame Swordsman. There you go. So, if this set is properly done, there are some cards from Yugi here, some cards from Joey. Now, the only thing we're missing is Flame Swordsman, which is a fusion card. Except there is another Flame Swordsman that's just an effect monster. But Triangle O, Rainforce, Fighting Flame Dragon. Well, there you go. Hornsaurus again. Jet Synchron. Millennium Revelation. And Earthbound Servant Geogracia. Cool. Not much love for Link monsters, which, but a lot of love for Pendulum monsters. I still haven't decided which ones I prefer out of the new type. In my day, I stopped playing after XYZ, and then I come to Yu-Gi-Oh from time to time, and I'm like, oh okay, oh Mirage Swordsman, cool, and like I just keep coming back and being like, oh what's new? Oh, this is new. I was like, okay, crazy, and I just see the meta and see like people Cabrera Stone, very specific name. just see, ooh, Earthbound Prison. Just see like the meta and people playing, and it's like one turn kills, and I'm like, okay, YuGi will be proud, I guess. If you believe in the heart of cards. Extinguish, Satellite Synchron, Altergeist Protocol, Altergeist Hex, yeah, okay, there you go. We were missing Link Monster, so second one. Earthbound Greater Line Walker, Synchro Chase, and Rescue Ace Turbulence. What a crazy transformer. Again, if I could make a wish, like, welcome to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. If I could make a wish and for like YuGiOh, my wish will be, can we please have bigger cards? Like, I know that it sounds like that's the most old man take you will see in this channel, but it's like, can we please just make bigger cards? Just, you know, standard size. Like YuGi, like, you know, like Pokemon and Magic. And why I say that, you can't like YuGiOh and not tell me that this isn't difficult to read and like you don't want to see the art at a bigger scale. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta appreciate the cards and like I'll also be able to read this. So Earthbound Immortal Aslapiscu, okay. Phoenix Gearblade, oh cool. Like, it really, to me, it really comes down to like, can we please have like bigger cards? Obviously, at this point in time, they're not going to make cards bigger because it breaks the game, right? So, but if I could go back in time, I would be like, can we make the cards just a little bit bigger? And I know that maybe from a mathematical perspective, the fact that these cards are smaller makes them cheaper because the same amount of paper, you can actually print more cards. But, ooh, Flame Sword Stance. But I will still defend they will be better for everyone. Earthbound Prisoner, Groundkeeper. And, you know, you could read the cards actually. And it will be closer to what it is in the series because, again, like in YuGiOh, the cards are always big and apparently made of metal or something because they throw cards at each other. They disarm people with cards. Like, that's the level of like craziness that those cards have. And they are bigger than this. They are like more square than this, right? In the anime. And the anime is a source of truth. And you will be like, actually, it's the manga because YuGiOh was a manga. I know. Let me weave at peace. But nonetheless, there is always a special place for YuGi in my heart. Even if I don't understand half of the cards that keep popping, and I am not up to date with the meta, and I see these and I get scared because like Supreme King Gate Infinity 1313. If you control a monster, you cannot pendulum summon. This effect cannot be negated once per turn. If you control a Supreme King Z Arc, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Gain life points equal to its attack. And it's like, oh, that's enough. It's like, no, that's not enough. It's a Fiend Pendulum effect, Dark Monster, that says once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy both it and this card. And if you do, special summon one Dragon XYZ or Pendulum Monster from your extra deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0. Its effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as a material for Synchro or XYZ summon. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. It's like, yeah. Now for Synchro and XYZ, it looks like a good card from my humble opinion as a person that doesn't play with Pendulum. But you know, yeah. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of fusion monsters, and that kind of makes me happy because one will assume that fusion is pointless, right? Because fusion is just like XYZ with extra steps, or Synchro with extra steps. But XYZ is actually easier to pull than, you know, a fusion because you need polymerization, or a way to cheat that card, so that you can use it without polymerization. Oh, Berfomet, there you go. You can see how I'm a boomer in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's like I pull the craziest cards from this set. I don't care. I pull Baphomet. I go, ooh. So, you know, it is what it is. You can take the man from Yu-Gi-Oh! But you can't take the Yugi from the man. It is what it is. Earthbound Prisoner Line Walker. Earthbound Line Walker. Okay, so it's free. Contain. Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, which is like such a whatever. Reinforce. Ooh, number 1, Infection Buzz King. Now this. Rescue. It gets to a point that you already saw them, so this becomes easier. Cabrera Stone, Altergeist, Multi-Faker. Okay, not bad. Contain, Desynchro, and Earthbound Servant YuGiOh Griffon in all its foil glory. Emergency. Alert. Ring Announcer. Flame Swords Dance. Apparently the Flame Swordsman is not in this set, otherwise we should have pulled him by now, because it doesn't seem like a chase card. It's a pretty bad card, to be honest. Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm. Now this. And again, our Transformer friend, Rescue Ace Turbulence. We are down to the last 5. Let's see, what's the craziest pull we're gonna... Altergeist Silquitus. Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion. Salamandra Fusion. Magispecter Crow Jata. Totem Pole. Earthbound Geoglyph. And Earthbound Servant YuGiOh Gracia. Well, I mean, when you look at the Yugi cards like this, we don't have that many types of cards compared to other board games, other card games, right? I mean, well, then if you consider that like magic spell cards have like 5 different types or 6 different types, and trap cards as well, and then each card has like an effect to it, and maybe it's a little complex of a game. Supreme King Gate Infinity again. Rescue, and Arcana Force, the 15th, The Fiend. Kind of a weird drawing there, but cool nonetheless. Third to last. Altergeist Multi-Faker. Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion again. Earthbound Servant YuGiOh Gremlin. Cool. Code Hack. Infinite Trap card. Altergeist Hextia. So those are the two link cards that we pull. Jata once again, and Earthbound Servant YuGiOh Griffon again. Not bad. Second to last. Earthbound Geoglyph, Magispecter Toad Ogama, Baphomet, Salamandra with Chain. Ooh, Full Armored Crystal Zero Lancer. Now that's a crazy monster. Desynchro once again, and Drastic Draw in all its dramatic beautifulness. Banish all monsters you control, minimum 2. Draw 3 cards. You cannot normal or special summon the turn you activate this card, except Cyberse monsters. You can only activate 1 Drastic Draw per turn. And the last pack. What are we going to pull from the last pack. Is it going to be better than Drastic Draw? This is so dramatic and epic. Well, we start okay with a Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, move into a Combat Wheel, then into Altergeist Marionetter or Marionetteer, because it's Marionetter, it's not Marionetteer. So a Doppel Warrior, which is kind of cool, but the art is kind of meh. Reinforce, 100 Eyes Dragon in Ghost. No, it's not Ghost, like Secret Rare. I know the name of the thing. Emerald, sorry. And then the last card from the pack, a foil Magispecter Raccoon Banbuku, which is not bad at all. And this, my friends, is today's loot from Maze of Millennia, from the 25th anniversary, first edition English, and, you know, at 7 cards per pack, this was kind of interesting. Now, from a lore perspective, or from a, I don't know, whatever perspective, it's interesting to me that we have Gazelle, King of the Mythical Beast, and Baphomet and all that in the middle of all this craziness. It doesn't seem like they fit properly. Even more at this age and year, like a normal monster just feels very weird. But maybe it's for old people like me, so that's great. As usual, let me know down below what you think about the pulls. Do you think I have any crazy pulls? Do you think I ignored a card because I'm an old man that I can't recognize a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh card from the new generation when I see it? Or do you agree with me that Drastic Draw is likely the best card that we pull in this thing just because of how dramatic it is? Look at it. Look at how beautiful it is. It's just amazing. So, as usual, thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you next time on Packs and Recreation. Bye.